The U.S. Defense Department has spent over $1 trillion on the most cutting-edge robot technology, introducing RoboSanta Plus for the upcoming holiday season.
New animatronic state-of-the-art Santa Claus, featured at our own TW Bunkers, is now the subject of an international recall.
Santa?
What's going on, it's the RapNerd, and I'm here today to talk about another Shudder exclusive that just dropped right in time for the holidays, and it is called Christmas Bloody Christmas. This film is a wild ride, I'll tell you that. Before I get into anything, let me give you a little synopsis about what the story is about. No spoilers, because this is all in the trailer if you watch it. So it's Christmas Eve in this snowy town, it's nighttime, and this girl named Tori, who is the main character you're with the whole time, she's an owner of a record store. She's pretty much kind of bah humbugging this whole situation, kind of talking shit about Christmas and whatnot. When they close up, they decide to go to the bar, her and some co-workers, right? And just, they're gonna drink the night away and just bullshit around, right? Now, across the street from them, it is a toy store, which she also has friends that work there, and they have been sent this like life-size mechanical Santa Claus toy, right? And it just kind of greets people as they walk in. It's just an advertisement for the store. What ends up happening is there's a recall on these Santa machines because apparently they were created by the military, and there's been some chip inside this Santa doll that turns it into like a militant robot. By the time this commercial goes out, the store's already closed. So you can only imagine what that means. Santa goes crazy and just does his thing in the town. You would definitely really enjoy this movie because what you see is what you get. The interesting thing about this film is making Santa Claus be like a robot instead of like a real person. It just dials everything up a notch. The danger, the intensity, like it literally does everything that you would want people to do to like slashers. Like, you know, when you watch Michael Myers or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Friday the 13th, you always wonder like, shoot him in the head, blow him up, electrocute him, drown him, blah, 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 blah. All of that happens in this film, and because it's a cyborg or a robot, if you will, it just makes the situation even worse because there's not shit you can do. You can't talk to a robot. You can't try to hit a robot in the empathy department because they don't give a shit. Like, they don't care, right? And it also makes the superhuman strength and feats in this film feel different because the shit that this Santa Claus does, he does other shit for real. It's pretty campy, I'll say that. Like, you know, a lot of the kills are over the top just because, like I said, he's a cyborg, so you can only imagine what kind of things they do. It's all practical effects, which also is a plus, especially in the horror community, because, you know, VFX are shunned upon a lot. And what aids the violence in this movie is the campiness level and the characterization. You know, with this Santa Claus being a robot, definitely has superhuman strength, and he just does things that would just make you go, oh shit. Again, to go with the characterization, the way this film operates, it's like Black Christmas 2006. You know, pretty much everyone's an asshole, and you don't really give a shit about anyone, so it just makes for an easy watch when people just start getting slaughtered. This movie knows what it's trying to be, and it's not trying to be anything deeper than what it is, so there aren't no really real deep dives on the characters, but as they start getting picked off one by one, you do start to care more about Tori, which is really the biggest thing about the movie. So I like how this movie kind of plays out like Terminator. This is literally like Christmas horror Terminator in a sense, the way that things unfold, and it's like this endless chase after Sarah Connor is kind of like the same thing here with Tori. Now, I don't know if that's what they were going for. I kind of feel like they were, because the movie has this vibe to it, like it's kind of an 80s movie. I don't think it is because they mentioned Tinder in the film, and I'm not sure if Tinder was around back then. It could have been, I don't know, but they never say that it takes place back then, but it definitely feels like it. Even the way like the movie ends, there's a certain sequence in the way it's set up that it just feels like something of a past time, and it might have been something that you would discover if you went to a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video that's just in the back that you're like, oh, I'll watch that. It's only $2 to rent it. I'll watch it. So that's really why I enjoyed it. It felt like a nice B movie that had a particular quality that you could enjoy. And if you are into that kind of stuff, this is one for you. Like, this is definitely going to be added to my list of annual watches because it was a really, really good time. Great kills, great effects, great atmosphere. It's the whole time it's snowing, Christmas lights are up, and I just feel like that just makes for such a better watch when the production design goes for what it's trying to go for. So if that sounds like something you want to watch it on Shudder right now, and I think it's on Amazon if you have it extended through Shudder. So it's definitely worth the watch if you're into slashers. This could be another one that you can pair right up next to like the Silent Night series or hell, even the Black Christmases. I think you could put them right there. Besides the first one, you know, Black Christmas '74, that's like top tier. But amongst the other campy horror Christmas films, this goes right in there. It fits well. So if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy.